Hi guys, it's Frida. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very special video. It's all about YouTube. This has been requested. I've told you guys you can leave a request in the comments and this is one of them. So yeah, if you have any other video ideas, please leave a comment below. Please subscribe, it would really help me out. So yeah, today we're talking about YouTube and how to start a YouTube channel, what you need, and all the tips and tricks and anything you might need to know. So first of all, this is for people who might have already started or starting from scratch. There will also be some useful tips and tricks if you've been doing it for a while, but it's mostly been requested from people who are curious about how to even go about it. I want to start off by saying all these things that I'm going to bring up today, which I'll talk about in a little bit, are optional. To make YouTube videos, you just need something to film on. You don't need the fanciest camera, you don't need the best mic, you don't need the best lights in the world, but you do need something to film on. And if you're just starting out, honestly, I would say film with your phone, try it out, make sure that you like it and this is something you want to do. I've been doing this for 3 years and it took me honestly almost 2 years to start investing in real good equipment. And like looking back, yes, I wish I would have done it sooner, but I needed that time to figure out a bunch of stuff. That being said, I know a lot of people are curious about like what camera do you use and what should you get and blah 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 blah. Currently I'm filming actually on my vlog camera. It's a Canon G7X. I love it. It has the flip up display. I can see myself. It's really good. The mic is actually pretty good on this, so I tend to shoot on it and I'll tell you why in a second. But this is what I shoot on when I shoot like sit down videos with Erica. This is the Canon 5D Mark II. So this is the older version. And this was actually given to me by my photographer friend, which is the best gift ever. She's my best friend, she's family. She was very sweet to give me a camera, but that's how I got it. And then I have the Rode VideoMic Pro that goes on top of it. It has a little attachment. This mic has this, you can like amplify the noise and cancel out like wind and stuff. That's why I have this. It's good. The one thing I will say, because this is an older version, is it doesn't have autofocus, hence why I tend to film on the vlog camera when I film alone, because it autofocuses. When I film with Erica, I have a chance to have her sit down and I set the focus and then we can film. That's why I tend to film with the vlog camera. It's also really, like, the Canon G7X is a legitimately good camera. I love vlogging with it. I love filming sit down videos with it even. I think it's really good. When I started YouTube, I started filming on a laptop with a web camera and it was awful, but I did it. And Erica and I posted videos every week like that for a while until we were like, hey, let's upgrade, and we started filming on an iPhone. So we filmed on an iPhone for years. Like, it wasn't until after like almost 2 years that we started investing in stuff. So the one thing that I do recommend actually investing in relatively early on are lights. And I'll show you what I have. My setup right now is 2 big soft boxes. I used to have a ring light, but the dogs broke it. And I have a tripod all set up here. Those are the lights that I use currently. I love them. They are from the brand Interfit. My tripod is, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's like a really big brand in photography, so don't hate me. Manfrotto. And it's a really solid tripod, really good. I've got several attachments for phones, for the vlog camera, for the bigger camera, whatever I might need to put on it. So, but lights are definitely the first thing I recommend investing in, because then you can shoot whenever you want and it always looks better. Like, the quality is always better with good lighting. That was a problem that I ran into a lot in the beginning, like where I would want to shoot a video, but then the sun had set or it was about to set and it was too dark and it took away from the quality of the video. So lights are definitely a big thing if you can't film during the daytime. If you're just starting a YouTube channel, yeah, I wouldn't like go crazy and buy a camera and lights and mic and everything. I would learn it gradually and make sure you know that this is something you want to invest in, because you don't want to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on equipment that you're going to use for 2 months and then you're done with it. But a light doesn't have to be that expensive. You can start small with a ring light. There are plenty of them that are under $100, which I know is still can be a lot. I thought it was a lot to spend $100 on a ring light, especially in the beginning. But yeah, it's worth it. Definitely worth it. We've talked a little bit about equipment, and now I want to talk a little bit more about the technical side. YouTube has changed a lot in the last few years, in the last year even. There's always new stuff that are trending. There's always new updates to the algorithm and things that will keep changing all the time. What I can tell you for right now, if you're looking for tips and tricks how to grow your YouTube channel, obviously, as you might have noticed, long form content is doing a lot better. Live streaming is really taking off, especially if you're consistent with it. How you're titling your videos changed a lot. If you might have noticed, there's a lot of longer titles, just like the videos are longer. And part of that, and part of why long form content is doing so well now, part of why it's important to kind of be considerate of that, is because YouTube is now valuing watch time way more than it is views. So the algorithm, basically how it works is YouTube wants you to stay on YouTube. They want you to keep watching videos. They don't necessarily care what channel you watch as long as you stay on YouTube. So if you create a video, and let's say you're watching my video right now, then you click to the next video that's recommended to you, and to the next video that's recommended to you, and to the next, then YouTube's gonna look at me and say, hey, they watched Frida's video, and then they kept watching 10 more videos about this stuff or about anything. So Frida's good at keeping people on YouTube. That's how it started. So it'll favor me and as well as other people that they've watched. So it just shows that like my channel, my video helps keep people on YouTube, which is the ultimate goal because they care about their own platform, obviously. That's why like watch time is more important. They want you to stay and watch more. They want you to watch it for a longer time, because that will benefit them. They can advertise more. It all comes down to YouTube being able to advertise to you through us. Think about the content you make. Will people keep watching? Will they watch another video of yours? Are you making videos about a specific subject that might be popular? Because part of how it works too, especially when you're a small creator who's just starting out, unfortunately, original content is really hard. It'll always be hard, because how YouTube algorithm works is that when you create a video and a title and tags and descriptions and all of that, it takes it in consideration and it reads it and it's like, what could I pair it with? What could I suggest this with? So if someone just made a video about YouTube equipment, for instance, that I'm making right now, or YouTube in general, then I would be recommended with those videos. If I made a video about my dog Oliver and why he's amazing, that might not get recommended as much because not as many people are making videos about a dog named Oliver. So for you to be able to grow faster, you need to be considerate of what will be recommended more, what's trending more. Be strategic about your choices for your titles, especially your tags, what you're talking about, so that you will be recommended with other people's content. That's what it's all about. Obviously, everything you do is going to be unique to you. It's going to be different for someone else, but think about what it would be recommended with, what it would be suggested with, how can that help you grow. At the end of the day, we're all trying to build something, we're all trying to grow, and there's no magic recipe for what will always work. It's all individual. It's about you and your brand and what works for you as an individual, but there is power in knowing how the algorithm works and what they value and what they need from you. So keep that in mind when you're making videos. But most of all, have fun, be yourself, and do it because you love it and not because you feel like you have to or you should or that'll make it go viral. Work hard, be strategic, and be passionate about what you do, and that's what's ultimately gonna work. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it gave you some insights, maybe some tips and tricks, and maybe some ideas on what equipment you could get. All right, I hope that was helpful. I hope that gave you some insight and some tips and tricks on things you might not have known before. Please leave a comment below if you want me to talk about anything else that you're curious about. I'm happy to answer any questions or make a video about it. This was a request from someone. I'm happy to talk about anything you want to learn. I'm here to help. If you want more information or if you have any other questions, you can follow me on social media at Hey It's Frida, Hey with a J because I'm Swedish. I'll see you next time. Bye!